Hello everyone, this is Padma from Pramati Hill View Academy. Welcome back to your economics class once again. In today's class, you're going to learn about poverty as a challenge, two typical cases of poverty, and indicators for poverty. Poverty is the most difficult challenge faced by independent India. Poverty is a condition in which a person lacks the financial resources and essentials things to enjoy minimum standards of life. Poor people can be landless laborers in villages, juggi and slum dwellers in cities and towns, daily wage workers and construction sites, child workers in dhabas, or even beggars. India has the largest single concentration of the poor in the world, where every fourth person is poor. Two typical cases of poverty. The following two cases show the many dimensions of poverty, including lack of poor food, shelter, health care, education, as well as clean water and sanitation. They also lack of a regular means of livelihood. The first case is the urban case. Ram Saran is a daily wage laborer in a flour mill near Ranchi in Jharkhand. He earns around 1,500 rupees per month when employed. He supports his family of 6 persons besides sending some money to his elderly parents. His wife and son also work, but none of his 4 children can attend school. The family lives in a one-room rented house on the outer areas of the city. The children are undernourished, have very few clothes to wear or footwear, and no access to health care. The second case is the rural case. Laka Singh is a landless laborer in a small village near Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. By doing odd jobs for farmers, he earns 50 rupees per day. Sometimes he gets some food grain or other item instead of cash. He is not literate and his family of 8 people lives in a kacha hut near the edge of the village. They have no access to health care, cannot afford new clothes or even soap or oil. Poverty analysis by social scientists. Social scientists analyze poverty from many aspects besides levels of income and consumption. These aspects are poor literacy rate, malnutrition leading to poor resistance of disease, lack of access to health care, lack of job opportunities, lack of access to sanitation and safe drinking water, and so on. Indicators for poverty. The most commonly used indicators for poverty analysis are social exclusion and vulnerability. Social exclusion means in a poor surrounding with poor people excluded from enjoying social equality of better off people in better surrounding. Social exclusion can be a cause as well as a result of poverty, which leads to exclusion of individuals or groups from facilities, benefits, and opportunities that others enjoy. In India, caste system is based on social exclusion. People belonging to certain caste were prevented from enjoying equal facilities, benefits and opportunities. This caused more poverty than the lower income. Vulnerability. Vulnerability to poverty is a measure which describes the greater probability of certain communities, example, members of a backward caste or individuals, example, widow, physically handicapped person, or becoming or remaining poor in the coming time. Vulnerability is determined by various options available to different communities in terms of assets, education, job, health, etc. The analysis their ability to face various risks like natural disasters. The group which face greater risk at the time of natural calamity are called as vulnerable groups. Poverty line. Poverty line is an important line used by any country to determine its poverty. It is considered appropriate by a country according to its existing social norms. It varies from time to time, place to place, and country to country. The method the most common method of determining poverty is income or consumption levels. That is, people will be considered poor if their income or consumption level falls below a given minimum level, that is, poverty line, necessary to fulfill the basic needs. Poverty line estimation in India. In India, a subsistence level or minimum level of food requirement as determined by its calorie value, clothing, footwear, fuel, lighting, educational and medical requirements, etc., are determined for estimating the poverty line. Since in rural and urban areas, the nature of work and the prices of goods are different, the caloric requirements and expenditure per capita income are also different. The money value required for buying these calorie requirements in terms of food grains and other items is revised periodically based on rise in prices of goods. In urban areas, the prices of essential items is higher when compared to the rural areas, and so the poverty line is higher despite having low caloric requirement every day. Organizations involved in estimating poverty line. Surveys for determining poverty line are carried out by the National Sample Survey Organization (NSSO). It is an organization under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation of the Government of India. It conducts surveys at the interval of 5 years. It is the largest organization in India conducting regular socio-economic surveys. It was established in 1950 for determining the poverty line in various countries and for their comparison. International organizations like the World Bank use a uniform standard method. As per this method, the poverty line is level of minimum availability of the equivalent of $1 per person per day. So students, in this class, you learnt about poverty as a challenge, two typical cases of poverty and indicators for poverty. See you soon. Thank you.